Hey guys, just continuing with that house thing. Still haven't got a linear order for it yet. I'm just working on ideas. I've slightly tweaked the mix. The funky bass lick, I've EQ'd it, scooped the mids a bit, given it a 3.5K boost here to bring out the edge of the dick funk pull off, and a little bit of a low, mid, high bass boost here. Not down in deep bass territory. I don't want to go out and mask over the synth bass, so it's just bringing out some body warmth down the bottom of that bass, make it a bit warmer and a bit funkier, which means I've been able to, by reducing the mids, I've been able to bring it up a little bit in the mix. I think I've brought the maracas up a bit and I've lowered the kick a bit, just sharpen the drums up a smidge. And that reverse bass kick drum that was doing that, coming off the clap going like that, I've brought a little bit of bass end back into that, a little bit of low mid end into that. I'd cut it all out before. Otherwise, all I've done is I've added this synth lick here after the for the hook. I don't know if I'll use it because it's clashing with the vocal. The last bit of the synth lick is going on when the vocal comes back in with the next, what time is like. And also, I probably won't use this vocal anyway. I mean, it's no good as it is. If I do keep this lick, it's got to be, I want a female vocalist doing it really. And then secondly, there's already been a famous song called What Time Is Love, so I don't know, but okay, and this lick, it's just on with an arpeggiator sound. Yeah, synth, arpeggiator synth sound, synth chords, epic trance gates, probably a bit cheesy and old-fashioned. But the sound itself is, if we put in an A note, right, it's playing like that, threes. But yeah, it's playing threes over that. So the basic arpeggiator for a single note is like that. So I've made these two chords, but the arpeggiator is playing that rhythm, and if you cut the notes off, make them a certain length, only some of that rhythm gets time to finish before there's a gap. Hear that with the rest of the music back in. Okay. Anyway, so when it actually plays, some of the arpeggiator rhythm is allowed to play, and then it stops, and then another bit of the arpeggiator rhythm is allowed to play, but with a chord. Now, I can cut it off short, the second chord like this, so it just goes and stops and leaves a gap for that What Time Is Love vocal. Or on, this is just one I modified, but on the other ones, it's at the original length, the chord. And it goes on longer and plays more of the rhythm for the second chord, which the vocal comes in about there. So the end of this rhythmic chord is masking the vocal. So I don't know if I'll keep it. You see what I mean? It's masking it a bit, and if I lower it right down in the mix, it loses some of its impact. So yeah, let's have it there lower, and just, okay, it's not quite as in your face, but it's doing it. Or I can make all these shorter, go into each of these and reduce the second chord in length. Let's hear one after the other. And So, you know, that's a decision to be made, but they're both there, so the longer one and the shorter one. So anyway, that's where I am with it so far. But this isn't the linear order it would be in anyway. You know, I tend to just sort of make idea sections and then think about arranging it into an order afterwards, usually. Or I'll do that to start with and then start to get an order together and then add more ideas, you know, depends. That's where we are at the moment anyway. And then we're into a new cycle, whatever that is. But that's where I am with it so far.